Siemaneczko ludziska, w tej strony was host Maxcantplay w kolejnym odcinku gry na zlecenie jakim z Genshin Impact. Będziemy oczywiście kontynuować naszą wątek fabularny, ale chyciłem trochę na ścianę. Pamiętajmy, żeby zostawić komentarz. Dwie gry w komentarzu tutaj na dole, dwie gry najbardziej zlajkowane wgrywa, wtedy będziemy mogli pokazać inną grę. A, co jeszcze myślicie, żeby zrobić takiego jak sobotny Genshin, że niby, że wygra kolejna gra na zlecenie, to i tak Genshina bym zostawił i co soboty wypuszczałbym odcinek z Genshina, żebyście wiedzieli o co do cholery, o co tu chodzi w tej bardzo popularnej, lecz fajnej grze, jaką jest Genshin Impact. On coś chciał ze mną pogadać, więc pogadajmy sobie. I'm looking for the weapon.
Over there. Take your pick. Or if you need something else, I can make it on request.
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
Of course. I sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All in the job description for a blacksmith. All you need is the ore.
Skąd tu są ore?
Everywhere.
Wszędzie.
You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need. No need. I have other things to do.
Na mapie naznaczy mi po prostu najbliższy, tam są po prostu ore depozyt, nie, że to są po prostu żyła surowców, żyła surowców i powiedział, że mogę, normalnie gdybyśmy się tak walili, dobra, pozbierane. Zbieraliśmy sobie dla niego surowce, zobaczymy co powie, jak mu przyniesiemy. Oczywiście stępiłem sobie swój pieczat.
What do you want? Oh, yes. I'd forgotten about that.
Już? Już przed chwilą byłem.
Okay, I guess. Should be able to sell them.
Aha, i tu można sobie kazać, mam crafting, że mogę zdobyć dla nich jakieś fajne bronie. Tu mogę, widzę, przetworzyć więcej zasobów, a my oczywiście musimy kazać mu zrobić to. I obtain ore.
If you ever find ore in the future, you can always come and see me. Ideally when I'm not busy. A blacksmith's work takes focus and concentration. It does not take small talk with customers.
To jest to osoba, która nie lubi small talków, nie?
The craft is good, business is good. That's all there is to this trade, and anyone who tells you different is trying to con you. And if there's nothing else, I'll carry on with my work.
He's certainly committed to his work. Paimon will give him that. His temper isn't great, but leave it to him and he'll be able to forge what you need.
Wiem. Okazuje się, że kontynuowanie wątku fabularnego wymaga 10, więc sobie pospędzimy sobie czas z Ember. Więc idziemy do niej. Tak, Ember, a mi się przypomina, co to myśmy grali, tylko że tam było przez E pisane, nie przez A. Przez A i pisze Amber, nie? A ja zamiast Amber mówię Ember, a Ember to jest inna gra, na którym jest na moim kanale. Link do tej gierki oczywiście, a nie link, tylko karta będzie oczywiście tu u góry, tu w tym kącie jest. I się pokaże i można sobie poulać sobie na przykład starego dobrego Embera, który jest naprawdę bardzo dobrą grą. Pewnie może chodzi coś o latanie, ale trzeba pospędzać czas też z tymi moimi przyjaciółmi tutaj. To było dziwne, nie zauważyłem tego. O nie. Dobra, nieważne, zostawmy to na później. A może to zrobię? Nie miałem staminy, żeby to skończyć. Najgorsze to jest to pół łuku łazi, że to jest obrośnięte paszczem. Focus, need focus. Ło, najlepsza skrzynka! Chyba było warto to zrobić. No, dostałem ten Mystic Ore. Sprzętu pełno. Tylko warto połazić po skrzyneczki. Przypadkowo znalazłem skrzyneczkę. Ona jest dość bardzo ukryta.
Hey, traveler! I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time?
Pretty good.
Seems like it's really growing on you. But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
A czy mam mieć licencję na to?
A gliding license? What's that?
obvious? You gotta have a gliding license to legally glide in Mondstadt.
Aha.
But we've been gliding for ages now. This is the first we've heard about it.
Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed.
Bez licencji po prostu sobie jeździliśmy.
So, you came looking for us because you want to give us a gliding license?
No way! The Knights of Favonius have strict rules.
Oczywiście.
You need to pass an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license. Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your official gliding
A
exam.
myślałem, że pospędzamy sobie czas, a ta chce mnie egzaminadować, żeby mi dać mi jakąś licencję.
I gave you your wing glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
An exam? What a pain in the butt. Then again, since Amber is the examiner...
I'm sure
Okej,
you'll
będzie
love
wszystko w
your-
porządku. Niech robi, to trzeba zrobić.
I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problem. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly.
No, zglaj plupy.
Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it. Just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only one person per wing glider. No carrying anything over the set weight limit. No taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get started.
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
I guess I won't better get started. No. Zaczynajmy, bo to nie ma sensu.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land,
Filmik?
birds that yearned
Nawet nie
for the
pamiętam.
sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
Wiedziałem, że to będzie historyjka, jak ptaki się nauczyły latać.
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style?
This is like a fairy tale, no.
Anyway,
Jak
let's go
książeczka
Amber.
taka dla dzieci. Started. Chwilowo na razie mnie to nie interesuje. Muszę się teraz pójść. Aha, tu, dobra. Tam. Akurat mam. Fajna pogoda na gliding. Kiedy walo pioruna. Proszę mnie nie agrować. Chcę szybko iść do Amber. Podkreślam to. Amber, nie Ember. Ooo! Jakiś taki krzywy jestem dzisiaj. Ooo! Ale się nie da, bo mieszkam w kącie. Siemano, Umber.
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down?
I mean, I read it, but ja przeczytałem, ale...
Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though.
Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual.
Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix. Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it.
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly.
What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
A, ty w głowie masz widocznie chaos, tak samo jak ja.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual?
This is so embarrassing.
Nie martw się, w naszym życiu robimy tyle cringe'owych rzeczy, Amber.
Because maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route to the finish.
Dobra, jestem gotowy, czas zaczynać. I'm ready to roll. Licencja. By tak było prosto zrobić licencję z samochodową, nie? Polecić kilka kółeczek i git, wszystko zrobione. To można było poskipać.
You nailed it! But it's no surprise given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting.
Nie mam tego teleporta. Muszę go odblokować. Nie tędy. Nie tędy. W okazji jak tu jestem, to pójdę tam do góry odblokować teleporter, bo może mi być dość przydatny. Tam chyba nie wejdę, on jest gdzieś tam. Bardzo przydatny, jeżeli chodzi o wykonywanie głównego wątku fabularnego jest ten teleporter tamtąd potrzebny.
Nie widzicie blisko głowy. Tak muszę kawałek drogi biegnąć.
O, wystarczy. Postoję sobie, zregeneruję sobie staminkę i wejdę sobie tak. Normalnie Spider-Man. No, o to chodziło. O, i skrzyneczki. Sorry, byłem taki slaki trochę, ale musiałem jakby to powiedzieć, troszeczkę poteleportowywać się. Ważne przede wszystkim dostać bardzo ważny teleporter, który normalnym jest teleporterem, żeby po prostu jak będę wykonywał jakieś zadania powiedzone właśnie w tym miejscu, nie? Kurde, przypominałem jak na początku zacząłem grać 2 lata temu jeszcze Genshina. Ja mam atak nostalgii, jak ktoś wie.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
Okej. Okay. Sorry, oszukuję trochę. W sumie tak mnie to teleportowało tu.
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's
Nie.
do the final stage.
Easy. You've flown this way before
To nie jest jak w San Andreas licencję na pilota.
Once you pass this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license.
There you go!
Windborn traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto.
Czemu kazał mi lądować?
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license.
Gliding license. A go ten jeden banowany.
It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral, claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside, but he escaped with the artifact.
Ale
Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic, but he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale, but that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance. Once
okej,
we've got this
sure.
raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
Aha, i musimy iść do Springville. On jest tam, więc będę musiał się teleportować tu. Trochę eksploracji! W Springville. Idziemy w nieznane. Oczywiście będą kule. Gdzieś tam jest kule. Gdzieś tam poziom mają kule już. Jeden ma. Skrzyneczkę zawsze mi. I'm be bored on the wall. Nie, jak to było? Nie będę z wami się bił. Kurde, elektryczne gluty. Wziął żaden. Okej, jesteśmy już na miejscu. Naznaczymy sobie teleporcik, bo... Okej. Zrobiłem to trochę dziwnie.
Some clues about raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues.
No, muszę zrobić te... środkowym klawiszem się robi elemental sight, więc...
Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
It looks like a broken tree branch.
Oh,
A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wing glider.
wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought. How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going. If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
Nie, biją jakiegoś nikta.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
Nie wiem, one chciały się chyba zatłuc pałkami, więc...
What happened?
Tylko nie spieszyły się.
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the hilly churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village, but the route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking. In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase. Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder. Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure.
Huh. Look where we are.
The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him! But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
Czas na dungu. Walczymy, musimy dorwać tego raptora, nie? Bezprawnie sobie lata. Ładnie tak.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that gotta do with it?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to
Are
go?
you sure about that?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt himself. So, what do you say?
Watch me to nail raptor.
Oh, good answer. Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Tak, tłumaczycie mi mechanikę, która już więcej nigdy się nie powtórzy. Jestem bombowcem. Nie widzieliście bohatera bombowca?
Nice! You breezed through it. You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go!
Coś mnie teleportowało! Ej! I teraz będziemy już normalny do mnie zaczynać. Fajne, szkoda, że częściej się to nie trafiało. Takie właśnie jakieś takie, żeby te dungi były specjalne, nie? Żeby też można było w nich wykonywać jeszcze jakieś inne interakcje. Tam już one przestały być takie właśnie fajne. Takie kreatywne. Okej, coś trzeba zrobić. Aha. Idziemy dalej. Wszyscy spadli w dół. Nie chcę spać w dół. Tylko to... Okej, wstygniłem coś. Oczki pozbierane.
Looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
Deep breeze, Amber.
You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across?
Może elemental?
See anything with your elemental sight? No? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animal God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider.
To miała być obraza? I move on.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I
First
read
waifu.
you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never
Go,
make it,
Outrider.
but if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it, but if you listen carefully, the wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Nie słuchałbym głosu w twojej głowie. To trzeba się zgłosić do specjalisty, jeżeli coś takiego słyszysz.
Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Ej, się kolesie mnie łopatą.
All right, I got him.
No.
I only
My.
noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise
Huh?
man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem.
Good job.
I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exam sense then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether.
Wielki champion of Mondstadt okazuje się, że musiał 15 razy robić nową licencję, bo mu zabierali w kółko.
But I always passed the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
Sounds
I'll head
good.
up first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
I skończyliśmy.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt.
O, nauczyło się spotkać.
Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
Też się tego nie spodziewałem. Gdybym poszedł tak trochę dalej, to może bym zdobył to. A przydałoby się tutaj mapę odblokować. Hiliciole. Overboard on the road. O nie, to jest zablokowane czymś. Nie
The
wiedziałem.
statue of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the statue of the Seven.
O, musiałem pokonać tego potworka, żeby się dostać. Blokowałem sobie arenkę. No to o wiele lepiej. O, 9. Więcej staminy. Tam ponoć coś na mnie czeka.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised though. You are a natural after all.
Yeah,
Oh,
easy.
and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship.
Okay.
I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's
Oczywiście.
just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring.
Boring Amber. Bored. Cool, I'm definitely gonna win. Super,
Whoa,
wygram.
fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience. Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
I skończyliśmy spędzanie czasu i przy okazji mamy licencję. Więc ja się cieszę. Fajnie spędziliśmy razem czas. Znaczy, dziękuję za oglądanie. Cześć i czołem. Suby i lajki oczywiście zostawcie. Przypomnę wam oczywiście o komentarzach, zostawieniu na dole. 2 komentarze, 2 gry. Najbardziej zlajkowany wygrywa, więc tak czy siak. Pa! Pa!